So I just wanted to record a few thoughts about Virginia Woolf and the nature of communication. So I'm reading this book by her called To the Lighthouse, which is really absolutely brilliant. And she really, she has a reputation as a modernist and very difficult to read. This particular collection of essays is actually very straightforward in terms of the way they're written. I mean, it has modernist elements, but you're not going to have any trouble following it. And one passage that really struck me was she's describing how she's in the library and she's reading a series of male authors and their opinions about women. And one author says that women are inferior, basically in every way. And so she starts doodling, and after a while she notices that the doodle she's making of this particular author is like a very unflattering caricature. And then she realizes she's angry. And then she wonders why she's angry. And then she realizes it's because of what she just read that this guy wrote. And then she still wonders, okay, but what makes me angry? And then she traced the feeling to the fact that he was angry, the author. And she was picking up on his anger. And it's such a penetrating insight. It's the sort of thing that, I sometimes see, like after I've been in a good meditative space for a few weeks, So yeah, it's a really amazing passage, but I think it's very relevant to communication in general, and for example, communicating on Facebook. So we craft our sentences and we use them as containers to pour our emotions into. They're like little nuggets of emotion with words on the outside. And even though we might say, look, what I said was true and I'm being very dispassionate here, actually you poured anger into it. And when you look at yourself, you realize you did, even if you try to argue that you didn't. So we really need to be careful about the emotions we pour into our words when we communicate. I realized this about a Facebook friend a while ago. He had so much anger in him, and that anger he was parceling out in comments on Facebook, and I was taking them and holding them, and at some point I was like, I can't take this anymore, this is too much, and it's not my job to carry his anger for him. And so I blocked him. But it's a similar insight to what Woolf was talking about. And of course, as a bodhisattva, the ideal is actually to be able to carry other people's anger. But that's advanced level, at least for that level of anger. Right now I cling too much to the reality of concepts for that to work for me. But anyway, I just want to record this because I didn't want to forget it. Anyway, walking back from the Valley of the Moon. Sayonara.